Hi, today we're going to work on the second half of Lesson 1-6 in your math book. We're going to start on page 42, and we're continuing with some word problems. And today we're going to kind of mix up the word problems, so we need to read them very carefully to see what we are supposed to do. So let's look at number 6 on page 42. And we're going to read it very carefully and decide, are we getting bigger or are we getting smaller numbers? It says Leah uses 3 paper clips. 1, 2, 3. Scott uses 6 paper clips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many paper clips did Scott and Leah use in all? Well, if we circle the word in all, that tells us we're going to put them all together, which means we want to add them all together. It says write an equation. So Leah had 3, so that's going to be one addend, and Scott had 6. That's going to be our other addend. Those are the 2 parts that we're going to put together. So when we add them all up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have a total of 9 paper clips. So we have to watch very carefully. When it says in all, that tells us to put it all together and add. Let's see what number 7 says. There are 7 oranges on a branch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Isn't that nice? I already drew it for us. 3 oranges fall off. Oh, let's cross them off. 1, 2, 3. How many oranges are still on the branch? Write a subtraction problem. Then tell how many. So this time we start with 7 and we lose 3 of them when they fall off. So we take away 3. How many oranges are still on the branch? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 take away 3 equals 4. There are 4 oranges on the branch. Number 8 is another one of these that can have many different answers. It says draw some blue balloons. Draw fewer yellow balloons. Write an equation to match your drawing. So you really need to do this one on your own and ask an adult to check for you. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just do an example. I'm going to draw 3 balloons. 3 blue balloons, which are going to be, they're going to look a lot like cubes. And then I need to put a fewer number of yellow, which are going to look like a red block here. But we have 3 blue and 1 red. Okay, if I'm going to figure out how many fewer, okay, I want to see how many fewer, I'm going to put the 3 together, and then I'm going to line this one up right with it. So I have 3 is my bigger number, 1 is my smaller number. 3 take away 1 gives me 2. Now that's just an example of what I did with this. You could have lots of different answers, so you want to make sure that you have somebody check your problem and see if you came up with the right answer. Number 9. An orchard has 8 apple trees. Hey, look, there's our apples. And 6 pear trees. Which of the following correctly answers how many more or fewer? So we're looking for how many more, how many fewer. Choose all that apply. So this tells us there may be more than one answer. So an orchard has 8 apple trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 6 pear trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put an A here for apples and a P here for pears. So, are there more apples or pears? There are more apples. How many more apples? 1, 2. So 2 more pear? No, the pear tree is smaller. 2 more apple? Yes, that one works. Now remember, we might have more answers. 2 fewer pears. Fewer means smaller. Is there a smaller number of pears? Yes. Are there 2 fewer? Yes, that one also works. 2 fewer apple trees. No, we have more apple trees, so fewer cannot work. So there are 2 more apple trees, or we could flip it around and say 2 fewer pear trees. All right, it is now time to do the homework and practice pages, pages 43 and 44. So before we start, let's go ahead and do another look at the top. It says, how many fewer orange cubes are there than purple cubes? Match the purple cubes with the orange cubes. Line them up. Then count how many fewer. Remember, smaller. Write a subtraction equation to match. So how many purple cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total of 8 purple cubes. How many orange cubes? 1, 2, 3. So our biggest number is 8, so that's going to go in the front of our subtraction problem. Our smaller number is 3, and then we want to know right here where that red runs out, how many more purple are there? How many extras are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means there are 5 fewer orange cubes. 8 take away 3 equals 5. Okay, so what I want you to do now is pause the video, do the problems on page 43 and 44 on your own. When you're done, push play on the video and then you can check your answers with me. Okay, hopefully you have done your problems and let's go ahead and check them together now. Write how many orange cubes and purple cubes. Then tell how many fewer. Write a subtraction equation to match. So how many purple cubes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many orange cubes? 1, 2, 3. Which color has fewer cubes? The orange, right? So we're going to copy the word orange onto this line. How many fewer? Well, this is where I draw that little line and I say how many right there are missing? 1, 2. So there's 2 extras in this row. So our takeaway fact is 5, which is my bigger number. Take away the 3, which is the smaller one, and I end up with 2 left over. Number 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 purple cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 orange cubes. Which color has fewer cubes? The purple. So I'm going to copy the word purple. There you go. How many fewer? Well, when we look at the end here and I see that these are fewer, these are missing. 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 fewer in this smaller row. And our takeaway, 7 is our bigger number. Takeaway 4 is our smaller number. And that means there were 3 fewer. All right, let's turn over to 44. It says, Hannah sells 5 muffins for a fundraiser. Then she sells 2 more. How many muffins does Hannah sell in all? That tells us adding. Write an equation, then tell how many. So the first time she sold 5 muffins, then she sold 2 more. So 5 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the first time, plus 2 more the second time. How many did she sell in all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She sold 7 muffins in all. So when you see that word in all, it means put it all together. Number 4, 6 butterflies are in a tree. 3 butterflies fly away. How many butterflies are left in the tree? Write an equation, then tell how many. So we started with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 fly away. Take away 3. Let's cross them off. 1, 2, 3. How many are left? 1, 2, 3. So 6 take away 3 equals 3. We have 3 butterflies left. Number 5. Now this one again is one that you're going to have somebody check for you. It says draw some red cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw fewer green cubes. 1, 2, 3. We'll pretend those are green. Write an equation to match your drawing. So I had 7. That's my biggest number, so it's going to go first. Take away the 3. I'm going to line those up. How many extras are there then? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 extra cubes once we take away those 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7 take away 3 equals 4. But again, this was just the number I came up with. You will want to have yours checked to make sure that it is correct. Number 6. An animal shelter has 10 cats and 6 dogs. Which of the following correctly answers how many more or fewer? Choose all that apply. So that means there might be more than one answer. So I'm going to draw my picture. 10 cats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cats. I'm going to put the C for cats. 6 dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put a D over here. Notice I tried really hard to get these lined up just right. So when I look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Are these 4 more cats or 4 more dogs? These are 4 more cats. So that one is correct. That one is not. Now we're going to look at the fewer. Which one is smaller, cats or dogs? The dogs. So fewer, we would have 4 fewer dogs because it is the smaller row. All right. That is it for lesson 1-6. So if you have any questions, please ask your teacher. Make sure that you take some pictures of the math work that you have done and send them to your teacher, and have a great afternoon.